See if the story continues now. The promotion. Stand up, make sure. Get the story and work hard. Where's Wise? Just took a phone call and ducked out of the parking lot because he didn't want to interrupt your work. I'll go have a look. I imagine it's Nicole.
So, for the monster in the square, you're really saying Hand is gonna take over the remaining investigation?
Absolutely. We heard it firsthand together with the Belobog Industries people. The monster's remains will still be collected by public security, of course. But the automated evidence carrier will bring the remains to Hand once it passes through the hollow.
Yeah, I get it. Hand is better than public security at investigating this kind of weird stuff. They've always had a pretty delicate relationship. That PubSec officer seems decent, though. Being willing to put all that aside and hand over the case. Oh, it's getting late. I can't stay in chat. I have a client meeting scheduled later. Anyway, I'll do my best to help look for Rain, so keep an eye out for some good news.
Thanks, Nicole. See you soon.
Neat.
Hey, Belle.
Was that Nicole on the phone just now?
Yes. Nicole thought we might be related to what happened in the square, so she called to ask me about it. I explained and told her about the mission to find Rain. By the way, Kaleida also called earlier to say public security confirmed the time to collect the monster's remains.
Finally. I hope the collection goes smoothly.
Fingers crossed. Anyway, whether it's the investigation or the search for Rain, all we can do now is wait for news. Since there's not much going on, why don't we head over to the public security office sometime in the next couple days?
The public security office? Why are we going there?
You really don't remember. Our driver's licenses are about to expire.
Master, I've applied for a driver's license renewal for you and second assistant on the public security's official website. But unfortunately, the collection of the new licenses must be done in person.
Let's visit the office in Lumina Square to get our new licenses soon then. The metro to Lumina Square is always packed. We'd better drive there.
Oh, I get to actually go to Lumina Square. Yeah, I don't have anything else to do right now. Because I already did everything I could beforehand. Pretty much, at least. There's probably like one or two things, maybe. There's more of the fluff and for understanding thing. But that one's not really a necessity. Yippee, you go to Lumina Square. You know, there's only one other place we haven't been to yet. I wonder what the last area is going to be. Oof. New areas is also always great, though. Oh, the HI is here, so now I can access the HI directly through here. It is definitely closer to the big city. So there's a lot of new areas to explore. I already see a chest all the way over there. Parking lot is full. How come? The bus shouldn't be this full in the afternoon. Guess there's always an exception to the rule of experience. Now we just have to look for other solutions. The other park space, man. Cool, now we have this whole area opened up to us. God, I love walkable cities. This place looks awesome. This place already looks like it's pretty big. I feel like my frames are dropping though. Also, that might just be because I'm tired. I wonder if there's going to be any characters we recognize around here. I can't think of any characters that would be in Lumina Square. Maybe Sokaku, because she's HIA, but I feel like she would be over in Hollow Zero instead. If it's what nobody witnesses, does it cease being a crime for over Nothing can escape these my Friam the starlight night. Maybe soon leaving the car here, but it looks like it will be stopped, slapped with a ticket by this officer soon. Better not take the risk. Oh, what's right here? I can also go up here. Cool, there's stuff here. This place already feels like it's pretty massive. Yeah, but so far I haven't seen any characters I recognize. And I don't think Ellen is going to be out here somewhere. Even though Ellen would be a character I'd recognize. It's hard not to notice the massive shark tail. Where's the main PubSec building? I can't see it. Branch of the public security at your service. Citizens, roadside parking is prohibited on the street. Violators will be fined. Need some help. Uh, 9. Oh, do you need? You're fine. Anywhere to park near here. Parking spaces currently limited score 0. Distance to nearest currently available parking lot 2.1 kilometers. Thanks, got it. You're welcome. The IT department of the Lumina branch sincerely invites you to rate our Bang Boost self-service. Good job. Next time I hope I can avoid it. But cool. There's like there's a crosswalk here that active and everything. Also, having that be in front of a crosswalk is absolutely genius. Ah, the classic, the roadblock. That, of course, everyone else can get past, but you can't. It's literally a, why can't I remember the name of the city? From Pokemon. Why can't I remember? The big city, and I know it starts with an L. Lumios, that's what it is. Lumios City. Lumios City is an example of that, which I think is funny, where the road is blocked off, but literally everyone else is walking through it. So, well, it's not just blocked off. So there's a power outage, which I don't understand how that means people can't walk back there. It's so weird. Here's Sparks Plus 2 kilometers. Got the same thing. 2 kilometers sure is far, but I guess we'll have to make do.
We're almost there. The public security building is just a few hundred meters away.
No way. It's still 300 meters away? If I'd known it'd be so hard to find a parking space, I would have suggested the metro.
Sorry, it's my bad. I forgot to check if there was parking before we left. Well, you haven't been exercising much lately, have you? Consider this a workout session.
Says who? I get plenty of exercise. Like running around in Eos's body in the hollow and stuff.
Okay, you win. If I don't say yes, I'll never hear the end of it. Didn't you say you wanted to go out for a nice meal a few days ago? Well, how about we eat somewhere around here once we're done with public security?
Really? I'm gonna start looking for a restaurant.
Oh, but no buffets.
Buffets are expensive.
Why is the signal so weak?
What's wrong, Belle?
Don't tell me it's broken.
Oh! Is that gonna be a playable PubSec character?
Are you alright? Are you hurt?
Playable PubSec characters?
Belle! Are you okay? Are you injured?
I'm okay. Have we met somewhere before? Have we?
Sorry, I think we've mistaken you for somebody else.
I think we have met somewhere before. Oh, there it is. Chapter 2 Interlude. Mission Unthinkable. Cool. Hours later in the front of the security branch.
Zhu Yuan, Qing Yi, both of you, thanks so much. If you weren't there, I can't imagine what could have happened to Belle.
I'm trying to think where we've seen her before. Have we seen her before? I don't think we have.
Don't
Have
mention
we?
it. Keeping citizens safe is our duty as public security officers, and we're thankful for your cooperation.
Any news on how the driver's doing? It's nice of you to ask. He's only got minor injuries, but he's quite shaken. He can't recall what took place before the accident. But don't worry, every problem has a solution. We'll find a way to get to the bottom of it.
It's getting late. Why don't you two head home? Feel free to contact us if you recall any further details about the accident.
Zhu Yuan, Qing Yi, thanks again for your help.
If you two are ever around 6th Street, Belle and I would love to welcome you to our video store.
So you live on 6th Street. I expect we'll run into each other soon.
Oh? What do you mean?
Hold on, Qing Yi. Being vague could give the wrong impression. Here, take a look at this. It should better explain what she's talking about.
Appears to be a survey for an upcoming public event hosted by Public Security. Doesn't that person on the front look familiar? Does he? Doesn't look familiar to me, I'll be honest. I don't think I recognize him.
I think I've seen that guy on the flyer before.
That's Bringer, Deputy Commander of PubSec HQ in Janus Quarter. Qing Yi and I were actually sent to the Lumina branch temporarily by Inspector Bringer to prepare for this event.
Public Security Safety Awareness
We'll be holding
Month.
a big safety lecture here soon for the citizens. The two of us will be visiting nearby neighborhoods and distributing the questionnaires to encourage them to attend.
I see. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Thanks. Please, keep the questionnaire. If you're interested in the seminar, you can fill in your info and give it to us when we visit 6th Street.
See you again soon, managers.
I like how everyone calls us managers. That's so cool.
Huh. There'll be public security officers visiting 6th Street soon. In all the time we've lived here, I don't think that's ever happened. There's something else I want to talk about too.
I wanted to discuss the same thing, but this isn't the place to talk.
Well, in that case,
Did we ever get our driver's licenses? Also, how far are we? Oh, well, actually, no, looking at this, we're in front of PubSec, so we might have actually gotten everything done here. I want to know, how big is this place? How big is Lumina Square? Oh, am I able to pass? No, that's cool. I have to wait. Or can I press this? Wait. Road traffic. The upper street? Okay, cool. So while there's traffic, I'm not allowed to move. That's cool. I like that. Oh, I see. It's got like a giant thing in it. That's a cool looking vehicle. But it feels like it's really small though. Like compared to the character model, I think this is really small. How do you fit fucking anyone in there? It's only slightly taller than the business vehicle. Most restaurants are shut down now. Well, we get dinner together sometime, some of the time, and just head home now. Check out anything. It was when you were in the lobby getting your license sorted out. Okay, so we did get that finished. We don't have to walk so far. Take a closer look. You'll notice that there are quite a few public security officers wearing the posters around the precinct. Maybe because it's such a serious event, turnout will end up pretty mediocre. I really thought Chapter 3 was going to start, but no, apparently we're still in the Chapter 2 interlude. I wonder if we're going to figure out who those two characters are, because maybe we've met them? I don't think so.
all right.
Maybe just them.
So, Back to our earlier discussion then. I noticed that you also recognized them right from the start. After Billabong called public security in the Hollow, they were the officers who investigated the scene. You were disguised as EOS at the time, so they weren't aware there was anyone apart from Billabong Industries present.
That was close. I nearly blew our cover when we met JUN just now. Luckily, you were quick to steer me away.
We're probably going to run into them again soon, so we should cover our bases and check out our video records from the investigation, just to be safe.
Barry, could you extract the data from back then?
Yes, Master.
Thanks for your cooperation. We have a rough idea of how things unfolded. Earlier today, you all ended up deep in the Hollow after the bamboo with your carrot malfunctioned. Then, you were attacked by an unknown monster right here. Is this the faulty bamboo?
Yes, but some of its parts might have been corrupted. We'll hand over a detailed repair report later. I'm not sure why, but something feels different about this bamboo.
It looks
clever.
It looks unusually clever. What?
Wait a sec, Jingyi. Saying things like that in front of the person filing the report might get us reported. Let's put aside how they ended up in the Hollow for now. Seems like Billabong Industries has come across something quite extraordinary.
Absolutely. I don't remember seeing anything with such unique traits in the record. Let me take a closer look. Looks like there's something inside the crystal.
Don't touch that! All non-forensic officers are prohibited from handling evidence without proper authorization. Besides, it's too risky, even if you've undergone corruption resistance treatments.
Inspector, the crime scene is just up ahead.
Where's that ferocious monster? I mean,
Inspector Bringer, what are you doing here?
Oh, you two are in charge of the scene. Here come two elites of our criminal investigation department. Bring the suspect over. Get my good sir to take the picture. I need it for the headlines tomorrow.
Inspector, the suspect isn't here. They were attacked by an unknown being with high ether activity.
Huh? So it was just an ethereal?
No, Inspector. It had some peculiar characteristics. We suspect it to be the result of hollow mutation, or the product of some type of illegal activity.
Hold on. You see now, JUN. It's good to be vigilant as a public security officer. If we reveal the presence of an unknown monster in the Hollows at this stage, my election, the citizens will be put in fear. Public security shouldn't make any hasty announcements. We must investigate the matter thoroughly first.
Rest assured, we've requested the collected evidence be given to hand for expert analysis. We're confident we'll soon be able to...
What? It's being given to hand? You did the right thing. Still, let our forensics team handle the evidence collection. You two have always been my trusted aides, so I have a very important task for you.
I'm surprised Inspector Bringer wasn't at all interested in the monster in the monument.
He's too interested in his own public image.
At least he didn't say no to giving over the evidence to hand. Now I get it. The important task Inspector Bringer mentioned is the seminar at the Lumina branch. The seminar must be quite important if he has to assign the two of them to oversee it.
Barry, are you able to bring up any info about it?
I'm running a search on keywords Lumina Square and Public Security Safety Awareness Month. Given the recent surge in major incidents within the city this month, and aiming to safeguard urban security while enhancing public awareness, Janus District Public Security has decided to launch the Public Security Safety Awareness Month across the entire district. To provide citizens with practical information, Public Security has assigned several officers from the Criminal Investigation Department to assist in planning the Mr. Bringer, commanding officer of the district headquarters and the driving force behind the event, will also be in attendance at the seminar, which is to take place at the Lumina branch, along with the other officers in charge. Inspector Bringer will conduct a media interview during the event to address any concerns citizens may have.
So it's not just Inspector Bringer attending the seminar, but a bunch of media representatives as well. It sounds like Zhu Yuan and Qing Yi will participate in the interview too. I'm sure that's quite the honor for a public security officer. What do you think about this seminar?
seminar to educate citizens about safety, so it wouldn't hurt to go. Besides, with top officials from PubSec present, we might pick up some useful information.
No objections here. It's decided that Zhu Yuan and Qing Yi will be coming to 6th Street in a few days. Let's tell them when they get here that we'd love to attend the event.
I'm gonna guess, but it's just a guess, that they're gonna be like the next banner characters, I think. I don't know. So I have no idea who the banner characters are. I didn't know who the banner character was gonna be until I logged in. And even then I had no idea who the hell it is. I still don't know enough about her. I was surprised to realize she's actually a kid, because she's in high school. Since here that citizens participating in the event can enter a prize valve with their survey ID on the day of election. The prize is videotape. What videotape? 85 perhaps the narrative, need for justice, no escape, all safety is important. I don't really want to do it. The feeling that public security ordered too many copies. It's just an add-on to the event anyway. Well, let's just leave the survey to me. It's getting late, so it's almost time to get some. Wait. I'm gonna go see tomorrow. Next few days, we're busy with organizing the shelves and recommending videos to customers. Then, asked about Zhu Yuan and Xingye. What a coincidence! I was about to tell you. I heard from Fairy that she's been seeing Zhu Yuan and Xingye around here since yesterday. I've already filled out the questionnaire they gave me earlier. Whenever we have time, we can go find them. We'll find them out. Yeah, I don't have anything to do, so why not? Hey, people in here? Nope. I think, do they empty out the area whenever we have some important stuff to do? This is such a... I forget which company this is, because I don't think this is Bellabog with the orange pants. I don't know, it's hard to tell. Oh, here's the Tin Master and Enzo.
Criminal cases have been rampant lately. To raise safety awareness among citizens, Janus Quarter Public Security has launched the Safety Awareness Month campaign. We'll be holding a seminar at the Lumina branch soon. Please come and join us if you have time.
A public security event? Oh, how nostalgic. I participated in such an event years ago, you see. It was somewhat reminiscent of a coffee tasting event. I even had the chance to offer everyone present some freshly ground coffee, albeit it wasn't a top-shelf roast. Oh, it's a shame public security's facilities now smell of air fresheners everywhere. No longer suitable places for enjoying coffee while freely conversing.
What do you mean?
Of course, while fine wines develop into richer experiences with time, other worthy items can go bad. Oh, I'm talking of coffee beans. So, to prevent the coffee beans in my shop from facing a sorrowful fate, I have to go grind them properly. I'm afraid I can't make the event.
Mr. Enzo, according to our data, you're running a remodeling shop on 6th Street. Would you be interested in attending the seminar?
Well, hey, it's not often I get invited out by two young ladies. Unfortunately, my second aunt's grandfather's son's cousin is getting married that day. I can't miss such an important family event.
Let me... What would that even look like? Hold on. I'm trying to see how that would be related. I need something that I can write on. I can't write on my desk because it's black. There we go. That's my student ID. I don't think it's I don't have anything to write on. I don't think I do. I mean, I have paper, except I do. I forgot about my office supplies bag. So it's so weird. So if he's here, his second aunt is gonna be. Who's his second aunt? I'm not actually sure. So like there would be parents, and then it would be aunt, and then it would be their grandfather, and then it would be their son, and then it would be their cousin, which would just be the, I guess it would still be the grandfather. That's so weird. That's such a random. You can definitely tell that's that's definitely an excuse because ain't no one memorizing that.
I understand. In that case, I hope your relative has a great wedding.
Oh, I have a customer coming soon to collect his car.
They really don't want to go.
Good morning, Julia and Chingy.
Good morning, Wise. Belle.
Here's our questionnaires. We've decided we'd like to attend the seminar. Wonderful. If it weren't for you two, we wouldn't have recruited a single participant yet.
People really don't want to come to. I mean, it makes sense. That sounds so fucking boring.
Jingyi, that's blunt.
So what? It's the truth. Besides, it's not like they're strangers, right?
She's right. But why do you think nobody on 6th Street is willing to go to the seminar? The neighbors are all pretty welcoming.
Is there anything we can do to help? Now that you mention it, there is something I'd like to ask you. Some of the residents on 6th Street only registered their names, but didn't fill in their addresses.
Let me see. Asha, General Chop. Spike should be one of our members, an older gentleman. We know all these people.
In that case, we'll take the questionnaires to them.
That's a good idea. The 6th Street doesn't usually have much interaction with public security, so if they see officers giving out questionnaires all of a sudden, they might be wary and refuse. If it's a neighbor who brings them the questionnaire, maybe they'll be more open to it.
Oh, we wouldn't want to trouble you.
It's no big deal. Don't worry about it. Juyuan, since they're willing, we should let them help.
Okay, thank you. Really. Let's split up and meet back here later then.
Cool. Asha, General Chop, and Spike. Yeah, I already know who General Chop and Asha are. I just don't know who the hell Spike is. At least I don't remember. You to play some matches? I just wanted to. We're here about someone else today. Look at this survey. New wishes. Actually, a public security survey. Just got busted up because now you're doing community circuits. Is that how you see us? There's just too many secretive residents on 6th Street. New siblings give off a somewhat mysterious vibe. I wouldn't be surprised if I found out one day you were the #1 most wanted on public security's most wanted list. That's about right, actually. They were Faithin. Well, technically still are, just not on the same name. See, you're just helping out an officer, you know. Well, as long as you're okay, that's what matters. Last time I was at Lumina Square, I saw public security had set up a promotional booth. I heard that on the day of the lecture, lots of media outlets will be in town conducting interviews. This public security is really putting a lot of effort into this exchange event. It might be worth checking out, don't you think? That may be the case for regular citizens like you and me, but for some people it could mean something entirely different. You mean... There's a moment. Thanks for bringing the survey over, but unfortunately I don't really have time for that afternoon. Please pass that on to the officers for me. That's probably where Spike is. Just people never answer. I've got no teeth, so I don't need your electric toothbrush. No. But not to do special, then I've got no hair, so I don't need your... Spark with the manager's from to play. You just saw one moment. Hello. Both of you came out. How many videotapes have we forgotten to return this time? Sorry, my memory's short. I'm all... No, we're actually something else. That bringer lad, isn't it? Sorry, my eyes is not what it used to be. I can't read the words clearly. Could you youngsters read it for me? Think of urban security and the safety of us residents. That sounds lovely. If they really cared about the residents, they wouldn't be chasing around after proxies. In the end, all the benefit is just for tops. Thank you both for bringing the survey over, but as you can see, these legs of mine aren't so stable. I don't really want to go wandering off as far as Lumina Square. Please tell the officers. Just spoke. Sure enough, Spike and Swan, they were clearly hinting at something. I'm not sure if General Chop is back yet or not. Let's go take a look. But also, they kind of do have kind of excuses. It sounds like Asha's got work and Spike's too old to go all the way over there. Chop's probably got work too. He pretty much spends his entire time here.
Some customers mentioned you were looking for me. I understand you're helping those 2 officers from public security hand down questionnaires.
So, you already know then.
One of the perks of running a store on the street is being well informed. Anyway, please tell the officers I have other things to tend to that day.
I knew it. I had a feeling General Chop would say no before we even got here. It'll be hard to break the news to them later.
Oh, have other people said no too?
Yeah, we went to see Asha and Spike just now, but they turned us down. And this morning, Tin Master and Enzo said they were away on the day of the seminar.
Is there something going on?
It's no big secret. It's just some of us older residents on 6th Street know some things you're not aware of. Do you two know who the guy on the questionnaire cover is?
That's Inspector Bringer.
Then have either of you heard of the Hollow Hero from the Eridu period?
Hollow Hero?
Nope, never heard of it.
Well, for a while back then, that's what the residents called Bringer. Before the fall of the old capital, Bringer happened to be the commanding officer in my precinct. After being promoted from the front line, despite being an inspector, he still got involved at the ground level and interacted with the residents, so they regarded him highly. Then, he went missing in a hollow during a rescue mission. But just when everyone thought he was done for, he miraculously made it back out. Just like that, he became known as the Hollow Hero. He was then transferred to the HQ in Janus Quarter and quickly advanced to the ranks over the years.
Sounds like a great story.
It used to be, but these days, people say the Hollows have drained the Hollow Hero of all his courage. Now, Bringer presents himself as a hard worker, but we older residents can see through it. He's just putting on an act in front of the cameras.
I guess that makes sense. Why does his face change into that every time? It's so random.
In recent years, he's clearly been cozying up to Tops. He's implemented a number of measures under the guise of benefiting the public. But it's those big corporations that benefit at the end. He's aiming for commander of Janus Quarter in the upcoming municipal election. Launching a safety campaign right now, even putting his own image on the questionnaire. His motives are pretty clear, don't you think?
Let's see.
Sounds like Inspector Bringer is trying to advertise himself through the seminar.
Exactly. Holding the seminar is a good thing, but I can't go knowing what Bringer is up to.
Thanks for telling us all this, General Chop.
I'm just sorry I can't be of help this time around.
Well, we visited all the neighbors. It might be awkward, but it's probably time to go back and tell Zhu Yuan and Qing Yi the news.
It does kind of make sense, though. Can I complete something? Oh. I unlocked the different thing there. Oh, I went up another end of the level.
We've gone up and down 6th Street, but we haven't even gotten 10 people to register for the seminar.
We've done our best. Let's get a drink and take a break.
Easy for you to say, but the conference hall we're in can fit 300 people, you know? As things stand, it'll be more than half empty.
Inspector Bringer must have chosen this area because there's a lot of residents nearby, thinking it'd be easier to find people to participate. Shame many of them are from his previous precinct. A lot of them have complaints about him. I was just wondering why you're in such low spirits today, when I've never seen you discouraged by difficult tasks before. Not being able to accomplish what we'd hoped, on top of seeing him come under fire. It must make you feel even worse.
That kind of makes sense. It's kind of like Amada's relationship with Silver.
If Bringer hadn't rescued me in that hollow back then, I wouldn't even be here, let alone be a public security officer. I understand he's no longer the hero he used to be, but Can someone who gave up his anti-corruption gear to a child be such a bad guy? Sure, he's had some dealings with Tops, but it's inevitable, especially when many of our devices are jointly developed with Tops. And besides, doesn't he always say he lacks sufficient authority to make changes? If he gets elected, maybe he might be able to turn public opinion around.
Worshipping an undeserving deity is sycophancy. Failure to act when action is needed shows a lack of courage.
What?
It means when someone flatters undeserving people, it's considered an act of sycophancy. If one should stand up for what is right but remains indifferent, it shows that person is a coward. As public security officers, we need to be clear about what we should and shouldn't do. There may be many different ways to interpret Inspector Bringer's actions, but only he knows whether he has a clear conscience. If his deeds were pure, even if he's misunderstood for the time being, things will work out in the end.
Yeah, you're right.
Sorry, are we interrupting you two?
Oh, we were just chatting. Did you go talk to the residents?
We gave them the questionnaire, but everyone said they were busy on that day. Looks like we couldn't be of much help.
Oh, it's okay. We're just grateful you tried it all. We're almost done with distributing the questionnaires here, too. Then Chingy and I will be heading back to the office.
Wait a minute! Officers! Oh, good.
General Chop, what's happened to make you run all the way here?
It's hard to explain, but just now, there was a crime committed over there, and it's at a stalemate.
A crime?
Great. Please, follow me.
Belle, let's go see what's going on.
Oh, that was very sudden. I don't know what it's gonna be. Oh, what's going on here? This is certainly interesting. Pegasus is here. A lot of people making some form of coverage. Of course, these two are over here. Tin Master. Yeah, I can't talk to him. Give change. Why are you here? It all took place just ahead of us. Who knew there would be so many onlookers already? But I put the truck. Case is actually connected to the Pegasus logistics truck, but how exactly? I can't really say. You two can just go check it out yourselves. We're not too far away.
If you say there's officers nearby, then let them come and weigh in. I mean, what possible argument could there be?
Sir, caught in the act doesn't seem fair. It's similar to seeing only foam on a cup of barley latte and declaring it isn't coffee.
Calm down now, gentlemen. We're public security officers.
Officers, you're finally here. I'm Gale. I'm a driver for Pegasus Logistics. I was making a delivery in the neighborhood. I'd finished the delivery and was calling the next client when I heard a suspicious thud from the back of my truck. Startled by the noise, I quickly rushed over, only to find all my ducks flying and running out of the cargo compartment. A flustered Bang-Boo was caught at the scene of the crime.
Hold on. Belle, isn't that Bang-Boo give change from the 141 convenience store?
Officers, I saw the whole thing. There was no one around when it happened except this Bang-Boo. Those ducks inside are a new specially bred variety. They're worth a fortune. Losing just one or two of them will cost me more than a month's salary.
I've taken your statement, sir. Thank you.
Hey, what do you mean the door was open? I know you opened the door.
Sir, if I might say, I think you're being too harsh on Gift Change. Officers, as Gift Change's neighbor, I must say something on this.
Then tell me, why was my cargo compartment open despite being locked? Officers, there's been tons of Bang-Boo committed crimes in the city lately. You gotta help me find evidence linking this Bang-Boo to the crime, so we can hold it accountable for my losses.
This isn't just about Gift Change's reputation, officers. They could lose their job. You simply must uncover the truth and prove Gift Change's innocence.
Jesus Christ.
The only time I've seen Tin Master this agitated is when I asked for instant coffee.
It's when you ask for instant coffee.
I don't think Give Change is the culprit. We've dealt with the Bang-Boo at the convenience store quite a bit, and they've always been honest.
But Give Change was the only one there when the driver realized what had happened. Oh, seems like people are leaving. Let's go see what's going on.
Hmm. Interesting.
Hi, Belle. Hi, Wyatt.
We overheard what happened. Since the
Not yet, unfortunately. We discussed the situation and managed to calm everyone down.
So what's the situation now? We took a look around the truck, and we didn't find anything suspicious, other than the traces left by the escaped ducks. There are no security cameras in the area, so all that's left to be checked is the Bamboo's visual record and the truck's anti-theft system. And to review both of those, professional technicians are needed. If Fairy were to help,
Anyway, that'll take at least 2 or 3 days. Both the driver and Give Change will have their daily routine disrupted somewhat during this time. After we explained the situation, the driver said his main concern is the whereabouts of the cargo. As long as he can deliver the shipment on time today, he's willing to reconcile. So, Tin Master and some other residents of 6th Street went to look for the ducks.
In that case, Belle, let's hurry up and go help too.
We'll accompany you as well.
Oh, I thought you were going back to the precinct.
The driver may have proposed a solution, but there's a likelihood of further conflict until all the ducks are recovered. Junior officers would usually be responsible for these types of cases, but handing the task over would take time, and we don't want residents to think public security is evading our responsibility to the public. And there's something suspicious about this incident, so Chingy and I decided to look for other clues while searching for the ducks.
Thank you both, and let's get going. We're pretty good at finding things.
Talk about something. When it comes to finding things to treat, we've got a very resourceful helper, you know what I'm saying? And Fairy? Fairy should be able to pinpoint exactly where the ducks are hiding. I've already asked her to mark out any suspicious locations near us. And we can focus on the places she marked out for us. There are quite a few places to check out. Since there are 4 of us, how do you feel about splitting up? I'll go with Qingyi and you can team up with Zhu Yan. That should speed things up considerably. Decidedly. I feel like one will end up back here. Like, definitely, considering this area hasn't been used yet. This thing sounds like something she can say. The name of the store is Turbo, so this is Enzo's shop. He doesn't look to be in. The door's locked tight. Come on. It's on the intersection. Let's go take a look. Up here, that really gave me a fright. Public security. Can you tell me what happened here? I don't have a clue. I really don't know. It's just suddenly it happened so fast. Calm down. Allow me to explain. Miss Megan is a customer of mine, and she's here to get her vehicle repaired. But when she was about to leave, the car suddenly turned and ran into this Bamboo. Came to get a repair done because its trunk switch isn't working. That's why the issue hung. But it just went out of control for some reason. Absolutely did not break the law. Because of that, its direction were a little off just now. I'll take a look at it immediately. It's Bamboo going to. Don't worry about it. A friend of mine left it here. It should be fine. Probably just a plug in there caused by impact. I'll fix it up there. You hand them. Forgot that you know a thing or two about this too. Alright, I'll leave the little guy to you. Yippee! Fix the Bamboo. Okay. Right. What happened just now? You were in a car accident. Now I went to grab the tools when a large white and green metal box suddenly took a turn. Seems that it really is a vehicle malfunction accident, just like the Mr. said. Well, thanks for fixing the small guy for me, but it'll take a little more time to figure out what's wrong with the car. Right, I saw you around my store earlier. Were you looking for me? You could duck for inside your shop. Open the door for you all now. Open the store. It really is inside the store. Open the one now. Thanks for helping me. I heard that about the incident that Give Change was involved in. I should help out too, but something is strange about Miss Megan's car. She's very anxious, so I gotta help her first. You don't need to first. I'll have to leave it to you then for now. I'll come and help out when I'm done over here. Wild duck out of its cage. Dog, I got a duck. flags. The one to me like the wind just blew it over. I guess I'm making a few words. They only now do I realize how much I've let you down. Forgive me. Here's the paper right now. You have a pretty good idea of how the recipient responded. Despite being a tragedy, there's no use holding on to regrets. People have to take responsibility for their own actions. Since becoming a public scoundrel, I've witnessed this too many times to count. Some more words on the back. I sort of completely forget about Melania Sanzo Orange. You are my true love. The person who wrote the letter really apologizing? Why does it feel like they're bragging? Good, at least it's not a tragedy anymore. Let's practice not snooping other people's private affairs. Behold, I'm standing here. The duck here. Like it's just there underneath the convenience store truck. I'm waiting for her. It's been hiding so far underneath the truck I can't reach it. Come with another plan. Like barking like a duck. Like a hawk? You know they're the main predators of ducks, right? But I know about my sister. She's probably trying to mimic some duck-like species. Come on, cut me some slack. We try to get the truck owner to start the car. Maybe the duck will run out before the car will makes sense. But the fun's going to store bang boo. We start the engine, no problem. It won't start. Strange, there must be something wrong with the truck. It worked just fine this morning. What terrible luck today. Give Change got in trouble, and now our truck's broken down for no reason. Give Change is always with us. If the owner thinks Give Change is something bad, we will get separated. Don't worry, we'll find all the lost ducks, and the officers will get to the bottom of this accident, and you won't get separated. Well, what should we do about the duck under the truck? But definitely find a helping hand is at the end of your own arm. She just pushes the truck over. Still stunned, I just went ahead and grabbed it. You got some incredible strength. It's like, let's look somewhere else. I mean, considering she just fucking stopped the truck with a barreling race car with her bare hands, I don't know. I'm starting to think that a lot of things are happening, considering how many electronical issues there are right now. Something is certainly happening right now. The reef was country catch, and it seems like only one duck is on the list at that moment. Fair. Then we can move the bag at the parking lot. Like our parking lot? Oh, this little duck. Look at him. Hello. I really think you could just hide here and everything would be just fine. But it's not too late to turn the gun. Just surrender and turn yourself in. So you're running a truck. I know you guys are having lots of fun, but I'm gonna pass on this one. We better grab it before it runs away again. Thank you for your hard work. The driver just DM'd. Others also have sent back the ducks they found while they were searching. Plus the one we just caught, that's all of them. Awesome. The ducks were all hiding in really obscure spots. It was all thanks to you noticing these places at all. If I hadn't been with you the whole time, I might have suspected that you were actually the ones hiding the ducks, or that you had some other way of knowing how the goings around on the neighborhood. It's not to be taken lightly. I know it's supposed to be a compliment, but it came out a bit weird. Sorry, I only meant to say these two could make good public security officers. Now that we found all the ducks, let's get back to the truck. Let's go. There, I got lights flashing. What? It's really? Oh, stuff's happening to our car now too.
The lights are on. Did you forget to turn them off after you drove the car last time?
Strange. I definitely turned them off. And it was dark when I came back.
Turns the lights off.
Huh? What's going on? I can't turn them off.
Is something wrong with the switch?
I don't know, but nothing happens when I press it. The battery's gonna die at this rate. Weird. And we had the car serviced not that long ago.
Wait, why is it just me, or does what you just said sound familiar?
What's wrong, Chingy? Something on your mind?
All the incidents we've encountered today are somehow related to vehicles.
Now that you mention it, you're right. The van in the convenience store wouldn't start. The car that just pulled out of the remodeling shop broke down. And now, Wise and Bell's car lights won't turn off. If we count the missing ducks from Pegasus Logistics, that's already 4 vehicles involved.
If we count the car accident the other afternoon, that's 5.
That was my fault, actually.
Either way, just don't stare at your phone while walking anymore.
Bell's cell phone malfunctioned before the car accident at Lumina Square? What kind of malfunction? Well, my cell phone suddenly lost signal, and a bunch of colorful stripes appeared on the screen, but it went back to normal soon after. I knew it.
Remember, Chingy? The driver said he was on the phone at the time of the car accident. If I'm right, something else must have been going on back then.
Right. That's probably why Give Change said it felt dizzy too. What are you and Chingy talking about?
I think we finally figured out what's really behind all the recent incidents. For now, let's get the ducks back and see if we can confirm a few things along the way. Meet us near the truck later, and I'll explain everything.
Oh. Yep, there's definitely something mechanical happening. I guess. First it was the phone glitching out, and then not having been mentioned at all after that. Also the fact that the person was driving on the sidewalk in the middle of nowhere, or in the middle of Lumina Square, where everyone is around. And then it's all these things happening either related to either A, a vehicle, or B, some sort of electronic malfunction in general.
Juyuan and Chingy told us to wait for them here.
Oh, yeah. Here, they just came and measured the Bangbu's electrical current data logs, asked a weird question, and then left in a hurry.
Could you tell us what they asked?
They asked me if my cell phone had malfunctioned in any way. Since my phone actually did turn itself off out of nowhere, but how did they know that?
What? Something just occurred to me, Belle. Everything that's happened these past few days, could it all be caused by EMP?
You're quite right, Watt.
Juyuan, Qingyi, you're back.
Have you ever heard of an EMP emitter, sir?
I can't say I have. What's that?
Yeah, well, everyone knows what an EMP is. Electromagnetic pulse. It's shit that turns off devices.
When activated, it causes a sudden change of current in nearby electronic equipment, resulting in component failures, or, at worst, completely burning out the equipment. Using EMP, someone could open the electronic lock on your van without even touching it at the moment your door was opened. Not only did your phone malfunction, but Give Change experienced a sudden surge of current, all indicative of an EMP attack.
So you mean this Bangbu is a victim just like me?
Yes, we believe that to be the case.
I shouldn't have been so hot-headed. What I said before, Give Change, I'm sorry I misjudged you. So who is the culprit, officers?
Don't worry. Our colleagues are checking the surveillance records. We should be able to identify the culprit real soon. They launched multiple EMP attacks today. So if we check all the passers-by near the crime scenes, we can narrow down our search.
Huh? Whose phone is that?
Officer Zhu Yuan, we've investigated the surveillance records. We are currently tracking him near the street exit. Should we detain him for questioning?
Immediately.
Understood. Ah! Officer, the suspect has fled.
Chingy, come on.
Oh boy. I wonder who it's gonna be.
Okay.
Stop there!
Hey, what are you doing?
Not the cat. Not the cat, dog. Why? Why the cat?
Stop or I'll shoot!
Oh, he's going into the hollow. What are you doing, dog? What are you doing?
This is Juyuan. The suspect has fled into the hollow. We're pursuing him inside.
Copy that.
I'd have thrown it harder if I'd known he was so tough.
How are things going?
The culprit ran into the hollow and we're going after him. You two can head back now.
Oh boy.
Let's follow them and see what happens, Wise.
Interesting.
Juyuan and Qingyi have gone into the hollow. While I'm sure they can handle the situation, let's head in too.
Whoa, you're pretty angry.
You almost got into an accident because of him. I won't let him get away with it. Besides, he's caused so much trouble on 6th Street. He needs to be held accountable for what he's done.
Like, dude, how did he set up such a strong electrical current out of a tiny bag like that? Also, you would not be able to see an electromagnetic pulse like that. I believe you can probably see them, not just not like that. What does an MP look like? Like, how would it actually look? I'm not sure if there are any images. Why are there so many crappy stock images? These are all diagrams. Yeah, considering electromagnetic pulses happen all the time, I don't think you'd be able to see it.
So whenever you're ready, just remember to keep your distance from the officers while we're in the hollow.
Pay attention to those also keep an eye out for anything that can help you. Second assistant, the fire. All information I have is more comprehensive than the temporary care issued by the public security. I cannot provide effective help. However, please note that the previous verbal threats used by public security officers were ineffective methods of pursuit. It is recommended to shoot at the target's legs to immobilize it. You can't use force recklessly when apprehending suspects, let alone shoot them. Speaking of which, a hollow might be a good place to catch such a slippery person. Yep, okay. But this video needs to be ended because otherwise it's gonna go over in the middle of recording. That's the thing I need to make sure. I didn't realize an hour had already passed. What time is it? It's 11:30. I should probably go to sleep. I probably am going to go to sleep and we'll just record this in the morning. I just need to like actually go to sleep because I haven't really been doing that at the right times at least. I tried going to sleep last night, but I ended up not being able to fall asleep not quickly enough. Well, I'll just wait till the next episode.